All right, class. I wanted to put together a quick video that would basically show you just the clipping out process of an image. I know the previous tutorial that I had sent the link to, it has these steps, but it's kind of scattered throughout the entire tutorial. Um, so this here is kind of like just streamlined, just showing that. So to start, you have your image. Again, make sure when you have your image here, right click, open with Photoshop. So this way it pops into here. Um, the first things that we should do is go to image, go to image size, and then change this to 300 dpi. Remember, make sure that you have all three prongs. So deselect resample. So this way when we change the resolution, we're not affecting the actual pixels in the file. All right. So then we hit OK and go up to mode and go to CMYK. OK. So now this is a 300 dpi high res image set to CMYK for printing. So now the next step is creating the path. So you have your path, create new path, and then you go to your pen tool. Up here, make sure that you always have path selected when you're creating the path. The other options, is creating a shape if you want to create an object in Photoshop that is a vector um, object itself. So now once path is all set, then we zoom in and we start clipping around what we want to separate from the background. All right. And as you go, you want to make sure that your curves are nice and smooth. So you want to place the anchor point far enough away that you can have that nice curve, but not too far that you're not going to make that curve all the way through. When you come to a point where you want to go in a different direction, if we try and go up, you can see how the curve is now just going to continue because of the handle shooting this way. So what we do is hold Option, click on the dot, and now we can go up and around. All right. And then here, and go around. All right. So I already clipped this out, so this way I didn't bore you for 5-10 minutes or so going around. So voila, everything is done right here. You can see as you go around, you want to make sure you get the inside pieces too on the same path. All right. So now, once this is all set, then you want to hold Option Command, and you can see the hand icon turns into has like this little box here. So now that's going to make a selection around what we just clipped out. All right. So now with background here, we have we can't simply just remove the background yet. So we have to right click and go to Layer from Background, and then just hit OK for layer 0. And now you can see it's got a proper layer with nothing underneath. So now with the object selected, we want to hit Command-Shift-I to select the inverse of everything, and then simply hit delete. So now you can see that object is removed from the background. Then hit Command-D to deselect, and I think it's wise to crop the image down. So this way, then you cut down on the excess around the object when you bring it into Illustrator. You hit that. Now we go to File, Save As. We want to save it as a PDF, Photoshop PDF. Hit Save. Hit OK. Now here, leave everything as default. I mean, this here, if you want to compress it and everything else, you could change it, but I feel like you want the capability to going back in and making changes later. All right, so now that that is saved, all we do is right click, open with Illustrator, and then that will open Illustrator. It will have that file in the embedded into Illustrator itself without creating a link, and it will not have the background whatsoever. All right, so that is basically how you go about clipping out the object entirely. Of course, my Illustrator is causing an issue. And here is the object without the background. All right, so hopefully this helps. Hopefully it clears up any kind of confusion of what you should be doing with one of the main images, and hope it's helpful. All right, have a great day.